Hello and welcome back to Factorio Space Age. We have our usual Volgora is full of shit notification here. Yeah. So there's that. A kilo. We are doing a bit more quantum processors now, I think. We're able to decently hold a 200 per minute here. From having these dips and then... I don't think it's gonna keep at that level. Our main issue is this ship. Main issue is this ship. So what I'm gonna do is we are gonna rebuild this. It's time. It really is time. I've been putting it off too long. Because the next step is we need to rebuild Volgora. Okay. So one of the problems that we have here, right? And I actually want to try something. I'm gonna happily go down to this stone thing down here that we have. And I'm gonna take this thing here. No, I didn't want to do that. Okay. So one of the things that I've been thinking about recently is the direct insertion to the rocket silo. I don't know. Maybe get 3 of that. Something like this. And then we'll do this, yeah? I think we can do this. So this is just gonna be filled with rocks. Right? Which means that we have 1000 stone ready to launch at any point. In theory, at least. So I want to try this with this one. After we rebuild it. But yeah. We desperately need this ship to be faster. It's cruising around at 165, which is not cutting it. Especially not when it has to go to all these different planets. I think we're gonna cut down these wait times as well. 260 on all these and 180 here on a kilo. Because this is where we want to load up the science. Other stuff is like, okay, we want couple of... We want a launch of tungsten carbide. We want a launch of superconductors, or, you know, something in that sense. I don't think it makes that good sense to send it in this thing. Also, Novice Volcanus Gleba Fulgora, right? Is a pretty good route, you know? Because we kind of go like this, and then we go back here, and then... Yeah, that's a good route to go. I was thinking that maybe we'd need to do something about that, but I don't think so. I'm gonna take this off. We're gonna send this down. Poor Novice is gonna get mega flooded with stuff now, you know. Okay, man, you have a lot of things here. Right, we really need to just do this as well, yeah. Cool. I was like, why are we getting ice again? But yeah, that's because... That's because of reasons. How are we doing on receiving these? It's fine. We have so much stuff. But we have a big inventory here, so... it's also trashing unrequested. Slowly. Let's keep sending stuff down. Okay. We get this. Move that. And that. This and that. We send that down as well, yeah? Cool. And then we'll skim the... trim the platform. So we're done with that. Now this should be able to craft fairly quickly here, yeah? So hopefully we'll be able to send these very quickly as well, yeah? 600k, I don't know. It's 1.3 million. Okay, yeah, we're not really able to make a lot of these. And it's because we're lacking this. Wait, what? We have 7 in the logistic storage. UCBA getting it. Why? Oh, okay. The bots are busy doing this. It doesn't matter too much. So, Aquilo Express is now ready to be crafted. We're gonna do that, yeah. We want fusion power. We want kilo special stuff. So we wanted to go Novice Volcanus, Galiba, Fogora Kilo. And this is time passed, time passed, time passed. Here we're gonna stay 3 minutes. Here we're gonna stay 60 seconds, I think. So we'll do 60, 60 on all these. Yeah, we can do this. We need maybe 100 of this. That would be great. Oh, and we need stone. We need a lot of stone. Let's say we need 6k. Oh, we're definitely sending this one first. We can immediately send another one, yeah. That's good. Okay, these are actually keeping up. This is a cool way of doing it, and we should definitely get into doing that a lot more. I wish I could set this to only go from the ready rocket silos. But we have some stone stacked up in here. It's not a bad thing if we launch that as well, honestly. And this is gonna be empty this. This bad boy is gonna be really good. For some reason we got a lot more of this than we wanted. It doesn't take many seconds to refill that. Okay, so we can leave that alone now. I don't want to stand there and listen to all that bullshit. It's way too noisy for me with the rocket launches. We'll do that. This is gonna slowly... This is gonna slowly request all the stuff that we need. We need to kickstart it with some power as well. Boom. Let's do that. I don't know how much that's gonna give us here, but hopefully it's gonna be enough to unload the barrels kinda and start that process. Doesn't matter that much. It's still, I can still hear the thing here. Okay, so we're struggling a little bit here with something. And I'm pretty sure it's still purple science. We're struggling with purple science because of furnaces. And we're struggling with that because of bricks. And we're struggling with bricks because of stone. I'm gonna take a copy of this train when it comes in here. We're gonna make sure that we have another stone train. I think it's the most reasonable thing that we can do right now. Give stone train. Go. Copy train. Fuel. Boom. We'll put it here. So I think this is gonna work out pretty well. Yeah, this is sleepy because of reasons, but then it's gonna leave. So these are now gonna alternate, and I think that's gonna become really good. If I wanted to minimax this, I would probably try and do legendary inserters here. I don't know if that's worth it, I'll be honest. We have a lot of this to launch with, so that's fine. That is fine. So this does not leave. Okay. No. I mean, that works out really well. And this is now filling up a bit more. Because you can't find a station to go to, you're going to be sleeping here, which is fine. You can sleep there as much as you want. So that's good. The question is, because bricks is so essential, would almost be inclined to use these here to get 50% productivity instead of 20. I think it's probably worth it. I think it's probably worth it. So, Aquilo Express, how are we doing? You've started requesting things that are not for this. I think we do this instead. I don't give a shit about your inventory. I want the ship to be built. That's a mistake. So we need to learn to do that. Build ships first, request stuff later. Good lesson. Good lesson. We still have almost 500 prod module 4. So it kind of makes sense, right? And even with a full belt coming in, we're not going to be able to saturate this fully. Hopefully it's enough to make all of this work fully. because that's definitely the goal. We're climbing up there again. But we're not exactly able to do that yet. Yeah, I think we built the whole thing now. We're sending a little bit of modules, which is fine. This is having problems because of power, yeah. No power. Okay. We did get these. Okay, yeah, that's very annoying. But it should be enough to wake this up. Should always have like 1 or 2 solar panels somewhere. Just so it helps with when we're building the ship. We have more here, right? Can we put a couple of those out, please? Okay. Now we're doing this. And we should be getting a little bit of that soon, yeah. Then we're gonna be fine. Cool. Should always have like this with modules, really. Okay, so power is done. We can start requesting, not that, because I don't want that anymore. We can start requesting other things now. Now the biggest problem with this is gonna be catching stuff. Okay, cool. I'd like to update this probably with the new icons, I think. We could do, instead of A, I don't know if we want to do timer, but this here, for example, we could do... we could do fuel, for example. And then this is then fuel. Boom. And this here is... we really need... oh yeah. Okay, yeah, I do need that. This is... clock, and clock. That makes a little bit more sense. And then we can take this and update this blueprint. Boom. This makes a little bit more sense. In terms of me forgetting what the hell I'm doing with different things. And I've been, like, thinking casually about this. I'm not sure I like this solution. It works, but there's certain problems with it, right? So ideally, I think we're gonna want to find a little bit of an improved solution to that. We can start by going slowly. That would be cool. I mean, there might be a case here where I'm like, well, maybe. Yeah, see, because this... I could do that, probably, yeah. What if I did something stupid as fuck, like this? Right? So I'd put something in from this side, I'd put something in on this side. We could do this. Right? And then we could filter this. If we think carefully about how we filter that. We could do something like this. Right? And then we'd have copper and iron on this belt, which would solve this problem quite a lot, actually. I kinda like this. Kinda like this. Because then we do... I'm also gonna be really fucking lazy. I'm gonna do this here. I've been slacking on doing this filter. And we don't need that. But we'd then do copper and iron like this. Okay. So instead of this bullshit that doesn't really work that well, we could do this then. Okay. And then if we read this, we just want to read what's on this belt. Let's say we have this is less than, I don't know, 10. We'll have to experiment with this, kinda. Oh, and you also want to only do this, you know. Otherwise, that's going to be really awkward. And we want this, right? Okay, so we can also make sure that we vent here if needed. Right. We actually need to feed these as well, yeah? So if it becomes too much, then we'll do that, yeah? So, if we're lacking copper here, we probably want to keep doing this, or if we're lacking iron. But if we're not, ideally, we don't really want to do anything, right? So if we do this, I read this part of the belt, yeah? And then whenever iron is less than 16, you're gonna go. And whenever copper is less than 16, you're also gonna go. Because we want this to self-balance. We want this to self-balance, right? So this way we're not really losing any resources. And this is gonna be slightly more effective, I think. This I like. Okay, we're updating the blueprint again. We're updating the blueprint again. Boom. There we go. Because one of the initial problems that we have with this ship is we're not getting the ammo quickly because some of the copper was being wasted because we were sending it, we were venting it when we didn't really need to. Here, kind of the same problem. We're venting some copper here, so we probably want to redesign this as well, or just make sure that we tap it from this part as well, yeah? That would probably be ideal, I think. And this here is gonna work still. Oh, this still doesn't have a thing. Why is... Where the hell did I... Okay, whatever. So we're updating the blueprint again. We fixed that before, I'm pretty sure. We have now fixed it again. So that this will also craft. That's great. We have some fuel. I've set this to 1. The question is... no. Oh. I don't think 10 is a good number here. I would probably prefer something like 25 in this belt. That should be no problem at all. How are we doing on power and everything else? Everything else is really, really ready. So right now, it's just the metallic asteroids that are being a little bit obnoxious, which is fine. We are definitely about to... If I can just get like one more set of magazines to come on the other side here. Oh, we're having problems with calcite. Because this belt, we were venting this as well. Right. That's a good... What is that? Oh, it's part of the machine. I thought that was calcite being stuck, but it's not. So we ideally need... There's only one of those on the belt. That's very unfortunate. Especially if it comes here, which it probably will. Entity destroyed. Okay, they're kind of spicy. So how are we doing on stone? Oh, we're still completely eating this, but bricks filling up. This is going at 1200 again. Yeah, so we are doing 4630, which is great. Okay. So we could just get some more of this. That would be really, really good. Getting some... Yeah, it's coming up here now. Okay. Let's see. I've put this to very, very low, so it's... Hopefully this is gonna burn through the fuel very quickly, and then we're gonna die down to almost no speed at all, preferably. Oh, we don't have a lot of fuel either, to be honest. Okay, can we stop thrust, please? We are out of ammo, I think, almost. This is spicy as fuck. I think it was a bit too early to send it. It was definitely a little bit too early to send it. But it did net us the asteroids that we need. We managed to collect 300 of this. So we now have 25 in here. So this is able to go like all the time. The only improvement I can think of that I would want for this is beacons. I'd probably want to put 2 here, but we put it in a spot where we can't really do that. Okay, So we're slowly drifting towards this, which is fine. I think we put this back to 30. Which is great. Yeah, well, obviously nothing has happened there. So how are we doing on ammo? We're filling that up. Probably filling that up on the other side as well. This is very spicy. It's barely that we missed that. Fuel is probably doing pretty well. We're able to produce this pretty well now. So we did make some minor improvements to the ship as well. I really like. We're almost at Volcanus. How many asteroids do we have left? Well, we have 400 or so of this, but yeah. Can we do the last thrust, maybe? We're gonna have some ice asteroids here, which would be really good. Okay, do we dare to send it to Gleba? That's the question. That is the question. I am not convinced. Well, I am not convinced about that. When do I have to decide? Okay, we're going back to novice, I think. For some reason... Okay, we're waiting for this. Okay, I mean, that's not terrible. That is not terrible. It's mostly gun turret ammo that we're struggling with, I think. We'll see if we can go full speed this time. It's a little bit X for doubt, but... definitely not. Can we pause that, please? We have ammo coming up here, so... And these backups, that was a really good idea. That was a really good idea, actually. But this, we should have done this from the start, I think. This was a really good idea. I like this. I really like this a lot. We could do this with all three. Which probably would be enough to fix the... Okay, this... Okay. That was close. That was close. So how are we doing with gun ammo? It's mostly ice that's being problematic. Anyway, So, the next thing on Kilo, actually... Well... first and foremost, I think that we want to do this. We really want to build this. If possible. I don't know if this design is going to work on this planet. No, I don't think it is. Okay. So we'll stick to not having that design there then. We'll stick to this design, whatever. So, what I really want to do here is get some foundation going. So this... I'm gonna mooch from this here. And we're gonna mooch from that side as well. And we're not gonna... It's not gonna be 50, it's gonna be like 5,000. This is obviously gonna take a very long time and be very annoying. This is also 30-second craft time, so we're gonna need a bunch of these. How are we doing? I think we're out of ice again. Yes, we are. Okay. Novice it is. Having productivity on this, I think makes sense. I think it makes sense. The problem with this is the crafting speed that we now have. Which, honestly, I was thinking like, maybe I mitigate that with some beacons. I think we do this instead. So one foundry is 1.6 crafting speed. And hopefully, because we do have legendary foundries. And I don't think they are... Okay, they're not that easy to craft either because it's of the tungsten carbide. We need more of this. We need way more of this. This takes too long. We'd really need to find like a huge patch. Well, that's also on my to-do list then. So this is 4. But definitely getting a little bit more with extra productivity. This is not hitting anything. Okay. We'll do that instead. I think this is... Why the fuck is that crafting speed 19? Oh, because of this. I mean, I think we do that, right? And then we can do that. Okay. We have a lot of crafting speed now. But we don't have any ice. Okay. Let's go to Volcanus again. I really need to start finding these. Ideally. Gonna let it run all the way this time, I think. But it's gonna be spicy. Yeah, that's really spicy. Hopefully that's gonna be okay. I think the fuel system here... I don't know. This is a little bit of a waste. It's such a low chance. I don't know how many we're actually voiding. Probably not that much. We're also voiding a little bit of the ice from up here. Okay, so we have done a bunch of copper now. And this is getting there. So you need stone, carbon fiber, and tungsten plate. Which are all things that this guy is bringing. And we need to get foundation. I'm gonna get 5k foundation here. So we need this to rebuild Fulgora. Fulgora is not really gonna go any meaningful distance without that. So I really need that. I don't know if this is worth it on Legendary. It would probably be more worth it to do the beacons on Legendary than these. Let's no. Let's update the blueprint again. We've done so many tweaks to this ship now. Okay, and you're about to fill up ammo on the south side. Which means that we're probably getting close to the spot where I can let this do its own thing. I'm gonna go back to novice. We need more ice. We really need more ice. Yeah. That's rough, man. That is rough. Only 2 things broke, which I'm kind of surprised about, but yeah, that's rough. So if we did this instead, we could probably have skipped this inner loop here. And same with this here, we could probably just have run it around the ship. So it's also a shorter distance for it to travel if we do this. And then we have the small buffer in here. Which... not a huge fan or not fan of that. So, can we stack this up, please? I know it's not a lot left. I want to be able to let this go, preferably. We'll send it back to Volcanus now. Could we do 10 instead? We can reduce the speed a little bit. Maybe we'll be fine. Wait. Wait, this is not working. Oh, I'm so fucking stupid. We broke the fuel system here. Oh. We completely broke the fuel system. We need to update the blueprint again. Man. Okay. There we go. Thank you. We did break the fuel system. So it should now be doing... like this is 10%, for example. Let's send it back to novice. Let's see if we can... This should fairly quickly go down. Yes. That 10%. Which has significantly reduced speed. It's about half speed right now. It's about half speed. It's a bit less than half speed. But this is probably pretty doable. We're getting more and more of that, so... all I really need to do is... this needs to be a bit faster. But I think we can probably probably let it go now, right? Cool. Okay. Full Gora. Unfortunately, I feel like this needs a full rebuild. Did I have a special one for a kilo? I thought I did. Guess not. But ideally, we would do this, right? So we also need fusion power here. But ideally, I'd want a grid here. Like that. Ideally. And then we'd put up some of the lightning catchers. So you're now running by yourself, which looks fine to me. You have a decent amount of... You have a lot of ice, right? Mm-hmm. So asteroids are no longer a problem. This is a crafting speed problem for these specifically. Unfortunately, can't really do this, which sucks. I could do that, but I can't do it on the other side because the turret is in the way. Could put it here. Okay, we're gonna do this then. I think we don't really want to put it here. I think we would want to put it somewhere where we can put a couple of beacons here, so it's a bit faster. But that's fine. Okay, so we can now go to Gleba. I'm pretty trusting now that you are able to do your job properly, yeah? Because this is just a processing speed kind of thing. I would even be inclined to be like, well, maybe productivity is not the best solution for that. It's 8.36 copper per second. And this definitely does work 100% of the time. Well, ammo is kind of holding. Kind of holding. We are even stacking up ammo a little bit still. Not much though. But on Gleba we'll have a little pause here and then we'll pick up the things that are Gleba related. Which is apparently only carbon fiber. I don't think so. I think we want to do this as well, probably. Oh yeah, you did your thing. I need more launch capabilities here on Gleba. Thank you very much. That was one of the things we were aiming for. That was definitely one of the things we were aiming for. Okay, so ammo is now stacked up. I'm thinking that we're I think we're running... Yeah, we're running these on 30. So if we can run this on 30... that would be a good idea. Because I think we can do it now. Okay, so the last stuff coming. And then we're going to Fulgora. Okay, can we get going now? Let's see. And this is working really well now. We are pumping ammo now. I don't know if it's exactly needed, but it's also exactly... It's not a problem. We don't care about power at all. We're kind of cruising around a fourth of our... how much power we can make. So it does not matter in the slightest. And we are going to Fulgora at full speed now. We still have a bunch of asteroids here. This was mega easy, I think. Well, the clear downside of this is we're not able to catch all the asteroids we're killing. So I think the ratio of these need to increase a lot as well. If we want to be efficient as possible. Okay. Wait, rocket capacity is 300. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I mean, let's just do 3K. I don't really care that much. Logistics bots here are very, very busy. Where do we control the bots again? Do we not have one of those? No. I guess not. We do. Yeah, it's here. It's here. Okay. Let's do 6K in here. We can. It's the biggest problem with that is that we can't do anything, right? It's just a matter of transferring the item. Really. Okay, perfect. Aquila Express. You're getting your thing. But, yeah. possible. We can do this, that would be great. Launching speed definitely matters a lot here. Now we're just chilling here. They really need these super conductors as well. We have a lot of them. 14 legendary holmium as well. This is irking me a little bit as well. Because we haven't got the big modules here yet. It's one of the things that we really need to take a look at. And all this accumulator stuff with the power here, it's gonna stop. We're gonna build fusion power instead here. And I need to sneeze. Oh, okay. So all the... We're gonna definitely get fusion power on Fulgara. That's gonna be a huge improvement. So 3k is on the way. I think a couple of these bots are definitely stuck. We're gonna solve this problem by not solving this problem. Which is gonna be great. So Aquilo Express is finally going to Aquilo. So this ship... we can push it just slightly more, maybe. No, that didn't really help. I think we've pushed it to maximum thrust here. Or well, almost. It's very close to it. Okay. I'm wondering. Can I do it like this? Okay, yeah, thank you. That's way more comfortable for me. That's way better. I think that's new settings as well. I haven't seen that before. Maybe the launch thing is gonna be way better as well. Wow, that's so much better, dude. Wish they would have done that before. So the problem with this ship is that it has reached its maximum speed, right? We can literally not push this anymore. At half thrust here, we're getting the max speed we can get out of it, because we're around 75% efficiency. And so we're around 98 to 100% of thrust that we can get. Which is a bit, you know. I wish we could do something about that, but we can't. You are here. Unfortunately, we're still lacking that. So, you took the stone, right? You did not take the stone. We probably want 5k stone here. We have a couple of the legendary cargo bays as well. Whoop. That came down quickly. Where is those? Okay, here we go. We'll do that. Okay. So it's not that. Sounds of machines and vehicles. Okay. We launch again, please. So I think 50% on those things, pretty good. I think that's a good sweet spot. Because holy moly, the rockets have been loud so far. So, question mark is... Okay, you are getting that, it's fine. The question mark is... Fluoroketone. Oh, right, we forgot this. We'll do that. And then we'll be able to do these foundations. At least a few of them. And then... Fulgora we go. Fulgora we go. This is chilling pretty well. That's still pretty loud. We can maybe leave this at 50. Oh, that's way better. Okay. And this is okay. This is okay. Yeah, that's way better sound balance. I like that. I do like that. So this is going back to novice. We are... Huh. No, I think this is fine. Yeah, it's fine. We're really just chilling with this. Anyway. So, I'm not sure next time if we're gonna be able to redo Fulgora. We need foundations for it. I don't want to go there and do a bunch of work and then we'll have to do it again once we get foundations. I want this to be like a proper rebuild of Fulgora that will stay for a while. But we'll see if we're successful with that. The other thing that we could be working on is this. We need to make this worthy of going to here. And the biggest problem with this is you have a bunch of huge asteroids here. So we need railguns for that. Which we need to craft on a kilo. Can we do that now before I forget that? Yeah, so we can make these in a cryogenic plant. Let's do this. Railgun. 1 second crafting time. Not that bad. Railgun. Yeah, this is gonna be, I don't know, 500 railgun turrets. Okay, we'll do that. And hopefully this is gonna be able to deliver a lot more things now that it's up and running. But this is gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.